Ladies and gentlemen, it is Aston Villa in the Europa League final. It does not get much bigger than this. It really doesn't. Not final, semi-final. I've already lost aura. It's Aston Villa wanting to get to a final. It's Villa losing the first leg. It's Villa being an underdog, which we are used to at this club. Always doubted. Even in our peak, we were doubted, but we were successful. Will we be successful today? I am scared. I am terrified. It's scary, man. Scary game. It's Villa, it's Forest. And I'm already having to fix stuff on stream because of course I am. I will have live scores from today, which hopefully I'll be able to fix here if you just give me a second. Hello to everyone. I'm live on both platforms, Red Platform as well as TikTok. So hello one and all for this European semi-final between Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest. Just let me fix some stuff while I'm here. Actually, I can go into this so you guys won't see the fix until it's done. So it'll look even more professional. We'll go into lineups of both teams very soon. Give me your score predictions, guys, before we say absolutely anything. Because I reckon there's going to be some juicy predictions. We'll probably have some Forest fans in here at some point as well. So you know, this is a friendly environment for anyone, really. If you want to be anti-Villa, you can be anti-Villa. I had a lot of doubts last week. So yeah, my life. Bear with me, I'm fixing some stuff. I'm only streaming in one. My brain's not working. I'm only streaming in one kind of style today, so I get to make more edits in a fancier way. How you doing? Tottenham Tale says good luck tonight. 2-1 Villa, says Tottenham Tale. And Billy says we better win, else I'll be fuming. Well, I did say it's the season kind of hinges on today. I still believe that. I still believe it. And there we go. So it's not perfect actually, but oh well, I can make one little change here. So we have 3 other games live as of today, which you can see on screen. It's Freiburg against Braga is the other European Europa League game. We've got Crystal Palace against Shakhtar Donetsk, and we got Strasbourg against Rayo Vallecano. Oh my life, man, I'm nervous. Also, I don't need this headset. I don't know what, bro. I'm that nervous. I got a headset on. I don't even need. If you guys can't tell, I'm in pieces. I am in pieces. I am. I'm worried. I'm worried about today. We'll go through the lineups of both teams. We have. I mean, you can kind of see it on screen. It will most likely not be a 5 at the back, but I wanted to put this on here just for the idea that, well, maybe it's not actually Victor Lindelof in defensive midfield, and it might be something of a surprise. It's not the first time we've done it under Unai Emery. I very much doubt it will be a back 5, but you never know. We have the conversation for it. The only reason I'm saying it is because the Villa Twitter page had it posted with. They posted the lineup with the formation. But there have been situations where teams have used that as a red herring, and I wonder really if that will be the same today. We'll see. It's most likely going to be Victor Lindelof in midfield, but we'll get through. So it's Emi Martinez in goal. We're probably going to have a back 4 of Konza, Torres, Matty Cash, and Digne. It could be Tielemans and Lindelof as a pivot in the middle, with Tielemans the more further forward one, with Buendia down the middle, Rodgers on one side, John McGinn the other, Ollie Watkins as the lone striker. The fireworks are already on at Villa Park. The Tifo is here as well. It's a lion with the players surrounding the lion. My life, man, I'm nervous. Guys, give me your predictions, man. Give me your predictions. Matt says, way AJ, I'm on time today. How are we? Also, what do you think of Emery's reaction to first leg? Emery plays a lot of mind games, so I actually try not to look into too much of what Emery says. But we'll see. My prediction today, guys, I'm going to go and be bold. I've already made a video on this. I reckon it will be 2-1. We go to extra time. And we get a third goal, win 3-1. That's what I think. Extra time. It will go to extra time. And we'll get a goal. If it goes to penalties, we're done for. I'm not even gonna entertain it. We are so bad on penalties. I have no faith. I have less faith in Villa penalties than like England penalties of the early 2000s. Like honestly, our penalties are horrendous. We haven't had one in the league. Buendia missed one against Go Ahead Eagles. Ollie Watkins has missed more than he has scored in his career. And there's other penalty stats as well. Our last one was also missed as well, other than Buendia. Oh, Morgan Rogers. Rogers missed a penalty against Bologna. So penalties, we're done for. So yeah. Do not want to see penalties. Do not want to see penalties. All right, I'm just reading through some of your comments. Danis says, I hope Villa win. Imagine being in the final. Wow, congrats. Well, we'll see. Goosey, how you doing, mate? Says the fans are belting it out. Lee Star says, come on, up the Villa, come on, the boys. Lewis also, saying, come on, Forest. Matt said, I don't see the point in Lindelof. Could you explain that? Some thought it could be a CDM. So the idea is that Bogard isn't good enough defensively. And he wasn't good enough against Forest when he came off the bench. He was picked apart by Spurs. So the idea is, Lindelof being a centre-back, his job is to basically just be an anchor. And we might form a back five in some defensive transitions. If you guys can, like, see like the thought behind the process there. He's someone who's literally designed to just win the ball and play a 5-yard pass. I don't think he's going to do anything more like progressive on the ball. Basically just frees Tielemans. I think that's the idea. We want to see Tielemans, more progressive on the ball, further forward, making those through ball passes that we all know he can do. There are obviously times where Tielemans can be a deep line playmaker and play, very long passes, but we want to have him more involved in the game. So that's why I think Lindelof is here. The only other reason I can see Lindelof in the midfield is that it is a back five. I mean, TNT have now said back five. The only reason I put this here on screen is so there is a thought that it might be back five. Villa posted it in a back four format online. The screenshot is there. You can look on Villa's Twitter page. Villa posted it in a back four format. I thought there might be a situation where we are using that as a complete red herring and it's going to be a back five and we're going to catch Forest out. Which we will see, because TNT have now said back five. If it is a back five, like I said, you can see it on screen here. It's Lindelof, Konza, Torres as the three centre-backs with Cash one side, Digne the other. And we got a compact midfield in the middle. I'm so nervous for this game. But I had to get a haircut for today. I had to. My hair is like far too long before today. Guys, double tap screen. Like I said, I'm live on both. Why is this listed as gaming, by the way? It's fitness and sport. For some reason, the topic was listed as gaming. Like I said, it is Aston Villa. It's Forest. It's time for me to be nervous. The players on the pitch, the captains are about to come together here. Are there any Forest fans in chat? I want to know. Like I said, it's very what am I going to say here? It's not like a cult here. You can be a Forest fan here. I don't mind. If there's any Forest fan here, do let me know. I want to. Oh man, I don't want to go out and have a terrible game. I'm worried that it's going to be a Spurs-esque performance, but surely not, right? Surely the players are going to be more up for it than the Spurs game, because the Spurs game we just weren't up for that at all. Samuel says, hope Forest score 3 goals. Well, aren't you a delight? You're a West Brom fan. Come on, Forest, of course. And we've also got a Roman saying up the Blues. For Forest, it's Ortega in goal. So back four of Williams, Morato, Milenkovic and Cunha. Also, interesting, midfield, McAtee, Anderson, Dominguez and Hutchinson. So Morgan Gibbs-White will start on the bench for Forest. He did split his head open in a challenge against Robert, what's his name? Bob Sanchez. So I didn't think he'd start today, especially with all the stitches he had. He posted on Instagram. So he does come on the bench. He will probably feature with Igor Jesus and Chris Wood. So it will be that 2-man attack. It might be Jesus playing more of the false 9 to accommodate Wood, because playing 2 up front, 2 out-and-out strikers away from home you're going to concede a lot of possession. So it's probably going to be Jesus dropping a lot further back. Like I said, we've got scores from the other games on screen. You don't have to go anywhere. We're going to be discussing everything. It's Aston Villa, it's Nottingham Forest, and we're about to be underway for the European semi-final second leg. Villa are a goal down from the first leg. Chris Wood's penalty following Digne's handball, which VAR had to give. How you doing? Akbar says, did they mess up your head? Okay. You're a funny guy, bro. Jerome says 1-1, so that would see us out, Jerome. I don't see us out. The sky looked terrible. Also, Sanchez looked cut as well. Everyone's focusing on Gibbs White. Sanchez had a nasty cut too. So here we go. We're underway, and it will be Villa to kick off, shooting towards the whole 10. And already got it forward. It's Rodgers into McGinn. Villa on the attack immediately. Cross, did that take a deflection? It didn't, and it will be a goal kick to Aston Villa. An early corner there would have been very impressive inside the first 10 seconds. We're probably going to see a situation where Forest do some of their time-wasting shenanigans. We're already seeing it, really. Ortega's being very slow with his distribution of the ball. Freiburg come back to win the European Europa League. UEFA Europa League, sorry, says Pokeris. I mean, you never know. I would very much doubt the winner would be Freiburg or Braga. I think the winner of the Europa League is the winner of this game. Flick on towards Watkins for Villa in the box. Has to be forced outside of it. His cushioned pass into McGinn was never going to get there. And I'm sorry, but Williams is just lying on the ball. How you doing, Dean? Dean with a £2 donation says losing, aren't we? Look. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to be positive today. I'm going to be positive. But I appreciate your donation. There's no point being negative before, you know, we've even got going. There's no point. You're not a supporter if you are. So you might as well give them support, you know? Back the boys. Atmosphere is already much better than what I've heard for months at Villa Park. Do you think Villa would want Villa Park rocking? Oh, 100%. I've said before, Villa's crowd is typically very reactive. That's what I've seen since we've left the Championship, really. But today, in fairness, the crowd are up for it. We have lost the ball, though. Tielemans lost at the edge of the box. He has won it back with a tackle. It's a bit scrappy. Buendia can't get it away. You know, it's a lie. He did, actually, with a nice little shifted pass to Cash, actually. I shouldn't have doubted Buendia. Villa getting pressed high by Forest. Konza into Tielemans. Villa with triangle passes out on the right-hand side. It's Victor Lindelof winning a throw-in for Villa. 2 minutes gone at Villa Park. Still remains goalless. We've got scores from all the games in Europe today. These are the only games you'll want to care about unless you've got bets in, Argentina under 18s. You'll get everything here. You'll get absolutely everything here. Crystal Palace, bar a disaster, will see themselves in the Conference League final. I mean, they would have to collapse in order to be taken out of this tournament, to be quite honest with you. So I just don't see that happening. Villa, the crowd cheering sarcastically within 2 minutes of the game, which is very, very Villa-esque. Trying to already get on the back of the referee. Trying to put the referee under pressure. Free kick to Villa. Players forward. The Villa atmosphere. Like I said, I haven't heard it like this in a long time. How you doing? Hi, he said, looking fresh. Hopefully, mate. Hopefully. I didn't want to look homeless or as homeless for this game. How you doing, Mark? Says, so AJ currently outside Villa Park. Bro, I've seen Villa fans, clips, man, outside the ground like 3 hours plus. It's mental what the Villa lot have done. The last time it was like this was Conference League. Free kick to Villa, back post. Oh! It went all the way to Konza. He's got his head in his hands. I don't think did he not know? I don't know what happened here. Konza just doesn't get to the ball. Oh my God. I think he misjudged the ball, and that's why he's... Yeah, oh my life, man. I think Konza didn't realise it was going to flash all the way across him. He just probably expected the defender in front of him to get the ball. It didn't. Konza didn't anticipate it, and it went out for a goal kick to Forest. Positive start from Villa. Forest do go along with Ortega. Villa win it back immediately. Lindelof winning that flick header. John McGinn back to goal. We're literally deep in our own half. McGinn finds a pass forward into Buendia. Buendia, beats past one, does a roulette past another, gets fouled. That's what I want to see from Emi Buendia. Forest trying to stop Villa from playing very quickly. This is what I want to see. The crowd, like I said, they're up for it. The players, there's some energy about this Aston Villa side that we're seeing in the first few minutes today. And I want to keep seeing this because I feel like the longer it goes without a goal, maybe some of the energy goes from the crowd. Maybe some of the energy goes from the players. We don't want to see that. Villa play long again towards Rodgers. That's going to go out of play for a goal kick. Although the defender might have touched that. But the assistant over there does not flag for a corner to Aston Villa. That was close. Because the defender does make contact with the ball, but it was just, I think, over the line. Man. We have a long game today. It might go fast, actually, especially if it's going to be frustrating. It's already been 5 minutes. It's still goalless. Elsewhere, it is goalless everywhere. In the other game in the Europa League, the other two European Conference League games, Forest again punt it forward. Lindelof. I mean, it looked like a foul there in Lindelof, but the referee doesn't give it. The pass is a tad wayward. There's an unfortunate slip from McGinn, and it's just essentially given Forest the possession. If McGinn doesn't slip there, he probably wins the ball. Villa crowd trying to be tough for Hutchinson here, and he does lose the battle with Digne, but then recovers the ball back, flops to the ground, and that should be a throw into Forest. It is. Digne essentially saying Hutchinson's throwing himself to the floor. He doesn't give the foul. I mean, Forest are going to look for every set piece possible. We've already seen two situations of Forest players going down under no contact, just flopping on the ball, hoping to get some kind of decision. So hopefully that doesn't continue or it gets shut down, because I'm already seeing what this kind of game plan is going to be for Forest, and it's very anti-football. Dean says, "Yo, dude, how's life? Have you seen the Holt End banner? It looks awesome. The tifo at the Holt End looked pretty nice. I will say that. It's a lot better than Arsenal's last year, which was literally just a very shit Gunners flag. So it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad at all." Martinez rolled it out to Pau Torres, gets the ball back. Forest do try and... They're putting a little bit of pressure from the front, but I think they do want to keep more of their shape. It's like a half press that Villa do try and work round. Lindelof is tackled, but the ball goes out of play for a Villa throw. They're going to try and disrupt the game. That is, like, I think the game plan already I'm seeing for Forest. It is just game disruption. There's not really a lot of intent to get the ball... to get the ball forward, really. It's just a lot of head tennis and scrappy moments already I'm seeing from Forest, and a little bit of time management. And we're only 7 minutes into a second leg. That's a poor pass from Martinez, by the way. That has gone sailing out for a throw into Forest. We need better passes like that, Emi. You're a World Cup winner. And this is what I mean. So, like, players, like, walking slowly over to take a throw in. Like, these little things are going to add up, especially if, we don't get that goal early. A goal early, I think, is quite crucial. We need one before half-time, I think. But look at this from Milenkovic. He's had the ball for about 10 seconds, only just throwing it now. Forward towards Torres. Forest do win that flick header. Play it down the left-hand side. First time Forest have had any bit of sustained possession. McAtee falls backwards into Anderson, who I still say should have been sent off in the first leg. Cash is just too strong, but the referee... Is he given a foul? I think he's given a foul. It's because the liner... I mean, that's soft. We're going to see this all night. We are going to see this all night. Williams throws himself to the floor. And I think a caution has been given to Unai Emery already. I mean, we are going to see game management from Forest. Like I said, it's going to happen literally all night. It is 1-0 Crystal Palace at home to Shakhtar. If there was any hope for the away side, they just could not fall behind. They had to, I imagine, really go at Palace today. And, I mean, already a goal down, 4-1 an aggregate now. It's probably already over before a ball was kicked today. Oh, that's a great pass forward for Forest. It's Hutchinson. Left foot. I mean, Martinez is very nonchalant as the ball goes across his goal. I don't think that was that far away. I mean, the keeper will see it better than me, especially on an angle, but Hutchinson bends that on his left foot, cuts inside trying to beat Arjen Robben. I mean, that angle makes it look like a worse shot, to be fair. But the angle we got made it look very close, and I did get a little bit worried. 10 minutes gone at Villa Park. It still remains goalless. Forest do have a little bit more of the ball now, which I wanted Villa to be very oppressive on the ball, cause them a lot of problems, really make the crowd go against them. Oh, Buendia with an unfortunate slip. We still keep it though. Tielemans bundling forward, still got it. Yuri Tielemans. He's got options to his left. Digne flying through, including Rodgers. That's a poor pass though. Really poor pass from Yuri Tielemans. Uncharacteristically poor. I couldn't even tell you who he's aiming the pass at. He's absolutely fizzed that forward towards Morgan Rodgers. I mean, in the direction, kind of Morgan Rodgers. It was nowhere near him, really. And Villa do lose the ball. That's poor, though. I think we should have got something with that, especially Digne. Quite free as a simple option he could have played. Rodgers, a bit more the advanced option with a pass, but there were things Digne could have... Not Digne. I always complain at Digne, so I think it's Digne's mistake. But there were things that Tielemans could have done with the ball, though, decided not to do kind of any of them. Man. Oh, goal got chalked off. Palace goal will not stand. It's still goalless. It's still goalless at Selhurst Park. Well, Shakhtar will find themselves still in it, barely. But the longer that, similar to Villa, the longer that stays 0-0, the less chance they have. Buendia for Villa. Buendia finds Watkins on the outside. Forced wide by Milenkovic. Does well to beat Milenkovic. Watkins tries to square it. Wins the corner for Villa at the Holte End. This is what you want to see. The crowd roars. First corner of the evening. Aston Villa. I think Rodgers, I want to see get more involved today. Watkins did really well to beat Milenkovic. I feel like the pullback could have been a little bit better there. You catch a centre-back out completely. They have a hole in defence, and I feel like we should really try and exploit that, because we're not going to get many of those. Corner to Villa. Header! Oh, tipped over! Pau Torres header at the near post, flicked across. Tipped over by Ortega. Dean, I'm not going to say I hate you. I just say if Villa were to win, don't disappear. You always disappear when Villa do well. Don't disappear. Be here for it. You're only here when Villa don't do well. I know what you like. Don't run away. Corner to Aston Villa. 12 minutes gone. First shot of the game. That was on target, I should say, because Hutchinson did curl one wide. Corner comes in. Again, flicked on by Torres. And that's going to be another corner. This time it deflected off Igor Jesus. Now, you always switch off when we win, bro. We score a goal and you vanish. Every time. John McGinn, will we take our third corner at the near post? This one goes more centrally. Punched by Ortega. Header from Buendia. It's a scramble. Shot. Cleared again. This time by Milenkovic. It's a bit scrappy. It was Watkins on the half volley, I think. Villa still keep it alive with Tielemans. The crowd roars. Tielemans is very deep, but everyone's expecting a cross. All the centre-backs are staying forward. Cash now on the right-hand side. Into John McGinn. By the corner. Cross. Konza nearly gets there. Oh, I thought it was coming right for Konza. It looked destined for Ezri Konza. Buendia, he clips it. It's a bit heavy, and it's a bit out of play, unfortunately, for Aston Villa. But that is good from Villa. Well, we did not see this against Forest, against Spurs, against Fulham. This is already a lot better. Oh, that header at the near post. I think it was Murillo. Just stopping it from reaching Konza's head. Konza is waiting. And he's anticipating at the near post. And Murillo just flicks it away from him. Oh, man. It's one of those where, like, your eyes light up for those, really. But, yeah. Getting heart palpitations just listening to the commentary. Can't imagine how watching the game. Bro. Oh, it's tense, man. It's tense. I've been feeling tense since the second leg against Bologna when we kind of knew who we were going to play. Forest looked very, very good defensively against Porto. And it just kind of felt like I had the Villa game on one screen, I had the Forest game on the other. And the Forest, you just kind of got the aura that they were going to go through. Like Porto, I never really believed in Porto in the second leg. And kind of since that moment where you think, okay, that's probably Forest then, I've been nervous. And that first leg made me very nervous. The Spurs result was supposed to kind of ease a bit of the nerve. It made it worse. We were so bad against Spurs. I know it's second string Villa, but it was so poor. And yeah, you kind of hope for anything. You really like scrape the barrel for any kind of thing to be excited about, you know. So yeah, go. Dean Rickett mentions go ahead Eagle. Okay, that's one game I want to strip from my mind. Thank you. I'm glad to see McGinn back. Every time Villa play without McGinn, I feel like we have no leader. We might have a chance here with Buendia. Emi Buendia goes alone for Villa. Forces a save from Ortega. It's a bit of a bundled shot towards goal. Doesn't really find the accuracy nor power. Gets no deflection. It just bobbles into the hands of Ortega. One of those uncomfortable-ish shots for a goalkeeper to deal with in pressure games because those bobbles can take you anywhere. I mean, it helps when pitches are perfect. I think in a worse pitch, that would have been a bit more awkward for Ortega to keep out the back of his net. But he's dealt with big moments for Manchester City. So I'm sure this might not be as big for him as other players for Forest. They do play a long ball into Wood. The flag stays down for now. Wood goes to ground, which I think for a big man like Chris Wood, you're just looking for that. Oh, lovely turn from McGinn. The skipper twists and turns and gets fouled by Elliot Anderson, who is getting ran ragged. Villa are not allowed to play quickly, though, unfortunately, and that is a shame because McGinn immediately found Morgan Rogers with a pass forward. Unfortunately, I think the referee did whistle, which stops any form of quick counter-attack for Aston Villa. But Elliot Anderson slipped there as well with John McGinn. Forest look a little bit uncomfortable in this early exchange at Villa Park. It's still goalless. 16 minutes gone. It's goalless everywhere. And Unai Emery again getting a yellow card for his discussion. I mean, the coaching staff as well, not too happy either. But Unai Emery, very vocal, gets a card for his trouble there. I didn't cover options off the bench as well for Aston Villa today, which I'm going to quickly mention here. But Tammy Abraham, Leon Bailey, Lamar Bogard, Douglas Luiz, Harvey Elliott, Alex Garcia, Ian Matson, Tyrone Mings, and Jadon Sancho. The other two are Bizot and Wright, the backup keepers. Amadou Onana not fit to play, but he sat on the bench though, I think, for support for the players. He's dressed in complete casual uniform. Not in a Villa kit, obviously, today. But I'm glad to see him be... I think it's good that he's involved on the substitute bench. We had an extra slot anyway. There's one extra space that Forest took over Aston Villa, so there was space for Amadou Onana to be there. And he should have had a red card from that first leg, I know, but it's pointless dwelling on it. I mean, there's been some very strange decisions in Europe this season. I felt Arsenal should have conceded a penalty against Atletico Madrid. The referee called back a very soft foul on, I think it was Gabriel, which then overruled a foul moments later to deny Atletico a penalty. Here come Aston Villa again. And that's a very good... you know what? I thought it was a good tackle. I'll hold my hand up. I thought it was a good tackle. Card and a free kick is given to Aston Villa. I'll have to see this again from Morata. I initially thought he got the ball here. And I'm going to see this again. I try and be as unbiased as possible. Oh, no, he does. He gets nowhere near the ball. I thought he got a little bit of a flick on the ball. Oh, it's close. It's very close, but he doesn't get it. And a booking is given for Morata. Free kick to Aston Villa. It's been all Villa. 18 minutes gone here, but other than that flick header from Torres that was tipped over from Ortega, not really threatened their goal too much. And well, that and a bubbling shot from Emi Buendia. It really has been uneventful. Free kick to Villa. Tielemans, again, it's just a little bit heavy of a pass. We keep seeing this. This has not been a fantastic game from Yuri Tielemans, unfortunately. Some of the passing he's done today have been a bit mid. I can't lie. You're exactly a minute in front of me, so look, you're probably going to get spoilers here. I can't lie. Oh, I've just seen, oh my life, bro. Gibbs White, the bruise that has now formed like properly on his eye is pretty hilarious. He literally has a full-on black eye and some horrible scarring. The fact he's listed on the bench is hilarious. I feel like if it was anything other than a European semi-final, he wouldn't have played. There's no way. Digne hooks it forward, looking for Watkins. He's got to get it, Ollie. Ollie cushions it into Rodgers. Buendia now. That's a foul, surely. Free kick to Villa. Wow. 30-ish yards from goal. This is prime Rodgers area. If there's ever a moment, Morgan Rodgers once said to Elliot Anderson before we played, he called him out basically like, we're going to see you next week. This is your moment, Morgan. This is your moment. You didn't play very well in that first leg. I don't think you played brilliantly against Spurs. This is your moment. Similar position than the free kick he got against Leeds United. Surely it's Rodgers on this free kick. It could be Buendia. It could be, because he scored a free kick for Aston Villa this season, I think. It could be a handful of players. I want it to be Morgan Rodgers. I want the knuckle. I want the knuckle on this shot. That's what I want to see. I want to see a knuckle shot from Morgan Rodgers. There has been, I believe, a goal. It is 1-0 to Freiburg in their European game against Braga. The wall is currently being built. Donald Trump would be very happy. Red card Braga as well. Red card Braga. So that game is now tied up 2 apiece. Braga down to 10 is massive. Free kick to Villa. This could be bigger. It's Buendia around it. No Rodgers on this. It's Digne and Buendia. I'm stunned by that. It's going to be Emi Buendia for Aston Villa. It's flicked over from the wall. This is what I kind of wanted, Rodgers. It's similar technique, I think, which is the side foot knuckle. Actually, it's not. It looked like that from the long. It's not even that. It's just he's just took a free kick in the usual technique that players do. From these stance, it looked like it was a similar style to Morgan Rodgers, but no. Which is why I would have preferred a Rodgers free kick there for Aston Villa. Corner, though, at the whole 10, towards the back post this time, and it's headed wide by Yuri Tielemans. We're getting the headers on goal. It's just not in the back of the net, unfortunately. These corners have been much better. I've been a huge critique of our set pieces recently, but we've had, 3 headers now from corners? 1 tipped over and 2 wide. 22 minutes gone at Villa Park. It is still goalless. 1-0 to Forest on aggregate from that Chris Wood penalty. That is all that separates these two sides. It's been all Aston Villa. We should have stats on screen now. I think that they should be ready. And we're going to really get to see what it's all about. There you go. So XG, it's 0.05 for Forest. 48%. 6 shots to their 1. 2 on target. They haven't had any. Will we be seeing more of the same today? I hope so. I hope so. 0.27 XG though for Villa. No conversion. Martinez does go long looking for Watkins. Watkins is surely pulled over there. And the referee, I'm surprised he doesn't give that. He's given similar free kicks to Villa in this game. I think it's one of those where, like, Watkins, I think, similar to what they've done, I think he does go down a little bit soft. You know, just kind of like waiting for the contact and then throwing. But yeah, it does look like we're up for it. I agree. I do agree with that comment. Benjamin says, "Come on, Villa. Games like this, I miss Duran. John Duran would have loved a game like this. And now we can't even play for a team in Russia that has 1 stand. Crazy what football can do. Crazy what happens when you don't respect your career." McGinn for Villa. Tielemans short. Possession. It feels a lot more than what it is statistically. I feel like we've completely swamped them with the ball. Tielemans into Cash. Digs an early ball out. Looking for Watkins. Milenkovic with the initial header. Flicked away only as far as John McGinn, the captain. McGinn into Rodgers. Cross from Rodgers. It's a scramble. And their clearance is fortunate for them. It deflects off Emi Buendia. And it will go out for Forest goal kick. Forest not looking comfortable at all. Not at all. It's a bit messy. It's a little bit messy at the back there. Have Palace scored? Palace have scored. So we now have 2 of the 4 sides leading at home in the European competitions. That should be Palace into a European Conference final. I said it would have took a disaster today, and I mean, surely Shakhtar don't come back from what is now a 4-goal deficit. Cash goes long, finds Watkins. I like the flick on idea, but I think it's such a difficult pass to make with the outside your boot there. Doesn't quite find Buendia. Although Forest just keeps thumping it forward and it finds a Villa man every time. I don't really quite understand the game plan from Nottingham Forest. It's just survival. Like I feel like that's what Forest have come out here to do, and it's inviting pressure. And Buendia's won the ball high up again. Digne slips, but it falls to Tielemans rather. And it's Buendia down the left, cross deflected, corner again at the Holt end, and he gets the crowd going, Buendia. But this is kind of on Forest. Forest are inviting this pressure. Guys, double tap screen if you are enjoying this game. If you want Aston Villa to get a massive result today in Europe, we need all the support we can get. We need all the support we can get. Don't be negative. I'm not negative today. I've been negative all week. This is the one time I'm not. Corner at the near post for Aston Villa. Headed up rather than away. It's Watkins. It's in the hands of Ortega. Watkins holding his head here. He's got some kind of contact on his face. I think there's been a collision between him and a Forest defender. I don't know what is going on with collisions recently, but Forest are just clashing heads with everyone. Oh dear. It's just what you want to see, really. Your striker go down with a head injury. Obviously, this also helps. I don't want to be that guy. I really don't, because obviously, players are more important. You got to look after the health of the players. However, this does help Forest. I'm gonna be that guy and say any kind of stoppage slows momentum, slows the tempo. This kind of thing will help them. Obviously, they're not designing to clash heads with players, but I mean, Williams just nuts Watkins there. Like it's not even a clash of heads. It's just Williams just heads Watkins. Like it's not even your typical they both jump for it. It's just Watkins wins the header and Williams then headbutts him after he heads the ball. Like, what am I seeing out here? I'd be a good commentator. Well, I appreciate that, but honestly, commentators are so good. They're so good. It's very hard to be unbiased. I'm not like an unbiased commentator. I'm very biased. I wouldn't want to be unbiased. I feel like it's boring. I want to have like my Villa bias in there as well. But I try my best. I try my best. Clock still ticks here. Unfortunately, it's Aston Villa 0, Forest 0. Current stoppage in play due to a Williams header onto the head of Ollie Watkins. I mean, blood is pouring from Ollie's head here. I've just seen the bandage. The bandage is completely soaked in blood. It's not what you want to see from your centre forward. And we've seen another angle of it here. Yeah, I mean, Watkins does absolutely nothing wrong. Williams literally just heads Ollie. I don't think I've ever seen that kind of thing happen. Is that not a foul? I know it's accidental. Is that not a foul? He literally doesn't get the ball and completely like takes off Ollie's head there with a header. I'm surprised. They said they've not. The VAR haven't had a look at that. I am stunned. It's literally like he doesn't get the ball. He just gets Ollie's head. And like they can't use accidents because players accidentally foul all the time. I've seen penalties given when a defender tries to clear the ball, doesn't look up, and an attacker puts his leg in the way and he just kicks the back of the ankle of the attacker and a penalty is given. How is that kind of any different to what this is? Watkins gets an unchallenged header, heads it towards goal, and then he gets like headbutted. I don't really see the defense of how that's not a foul. Accidental for sure, but like that is 100% a foul. I don't get that. I don't understand that at all. But the stoppage is now we have stopped playing for like 3 minutes now, so I'm expecting a hefty added on time here. Like I said, this helps them completely because it quietens the Villa crowd, and it's slows the game. So if anything, this is just helping them. So it's a foul that they create, and they also benefit from. I'm sounding very sour right now, and I am. I'm very sour because Ollie's now got a bandaged head. The old-fashioned Watkins bandage is on. It's just a white bandage around his head. The Villa crowd will clap him off the pitch. I imagine surely the Forest lot do as well. We must believe in the final, says Medford. I agree. We must believe in it. Whether it happens or not, we'll see. But we must believe in it. Well, they're not going to check it, which is mental. Like I said, I still think that's a foul. I don't care. I do not care. Ollie's allowed back on. And we're finally underway after 5 minutes of stoppage here. Obviously, the clock does not stop. Torres nods it forward. I kind of wish there was a way to stop the clock. I think it would help in these situations personally. But they just add time on. I just think it gets a bit screwy sometimes. Torres pressed high. Villa get the throw in with the deflection off Williams. And to be fair to Forest, they don't often trigger this high press. When they do, Villa, we get a little bit choked in this corner. Now Aston Station, because I can't afford to... Oh dear, Mark. Oh dear. I wish you the best, mate. I wish you the best. The commentators on TNT are talking about Vitor Pereira sitting on a box rather than a chair. Some managers just prefer, maybe being more uncomfortable helps them think, ooh, risky long ball there from Martinez does get, it does lead to a tackle on Digne, unfortunately. Tried a quick bowl out, risky. Forest do switch the play from right to left. There is some jeering from Villa, trying to put off the Forest players. Oh, that's a nice one too. And Forest have space down the left-hand side. Cross is low. Well defended from Victor Lindelof, who I think has had a fairly solid game. Another cross hooked in. Buendia this time heads it away. It's going to be a volley and hacked over the bar. I mean, that's still travelling. That is a horrendous volley. Dominguez slices it, and it will be a goal kick to Aston Villa. 32 minutes gone. Villa 0, Forest 0 in this European UEFA Europa second leg. Equaliser for Shakhtar. Equaliser for Shakhtar Donetsk. It's a long way to go. It's one of 4 goals. No, 3 goals. Needed to win. 2 to go to extra time. It's not unheard of, but it's it at least makes it a bit more of a question mark. I very much doubt there will be a comeback there. Forest thump it long again, looking for Chris Wood. One back from Ezri Konza. Lindelof. He plays a forward pass. Great ball into Watkins. He's back to goal, though. Finds McGinn. McGinn slips at an awkward point. 2 Forest players surround him to win the ball back. It's been a lot of tripping. A lot of tripping and slipping. Villa get the throw in. Taken quickly from John McGinn into Emi Buendia. Villa crowd urging the players forward. Like I said, the tempo has took a hit from the collision. The pass there is poor. Villa get away with it, though. Takes a nice ricochet. Watkins twists. Another slip. They keep their balance there, Buendia. But what is going on with that pitch, man? A lot of slips going on. It's Cash for Villa. Cash has a shot for Villa. Gets charged down. And Forest could come away with the ball down the right-hand side on the break with Hutchinson. Lindelof having to come and cover the space. He does well there, Lindelof. Forces a backwards pass. Villa get it with Watkins. Rodgers into Yuri Tielemans. 35 yards. Has a dig! Oh! Just puts it past the post. He's a bit far. That's my only criticism of Tielemans. I don't mind a Tielemans long shot special, but you just fancy if he's just a few feet closer, it's probably going to cause more trouble. It's a fairly free shot on goal as well. Oh, it's a little bit of a daisy cutter from Tielemans, but it's maybe 2 foot wide of the post. Not quite got the rub of the green as of yet. But I say that the initial chance was only formed because of a lucky deflection forward. Lindelof cushions a header all the way back towards Martinez. Lindelof looks twice the player of Bogard in midfield. That is pretty scary to say a centre-back looks twice the player of Lamar Bogard, who's supposed to be a holding midfielder. Like, that is a scary sentence, I think. It's a good thing, but does it not say how bad Lamar Bogard is? That I'm already seeing a difference? Like, I thought it was bold to play Lindelof here as the holding midfielder, but so far it's paying off. Long ball towards Watkins. He might get it. It goes off. Wow, the defender there. I mean, Milenkovic takes it round his own goalkeeper. He did well, though, in fairness, but that was a bold play. Tielemans into Ollie Watkins. Buendia now in the box for Aston Villa. Emi Buendia shuffles it brilliantly. Buendia squares it. Yeah! Ollie Watkins with the tap in. Emi Buendia. That was delightful. He shuffles it between his feet. Plays it across the goal line. Aston Villa take the lead in the Europa League semi-final at Villa Park. Ollie Watkins. I mean, he's just had to do a tap-in from Emi Buendia's brilliance. Absolutely fantastic from Emi Buendia. Villa are alive in this European semi-final, ladies and gentlemen. Aston Villa 1, Nottingham Forest 0. I mean, that was absolutely sensational from Emi Buendia. Absolutely sensational. Forest getting caught out. I mean, I'm just looking at this again. Buendia, I mean, he shuffles so well there. And it's such a pinpoint pass. It literally has no margin for error. Look at the footwork from Emi Buendia. Look at the footwork. We're already back underway. If Forest tried to play quickly. But we are level in this European tie on aggregate. And the Villa crowd are up for it. Ollie Watkins. He gets a lucky deflection. We get it back. Villa roar us forward again. It's Rodgers. Oh, that's a good tackle. In fairness, that's a very much needed tackle from Dominguez. I feel like if Rodgers skipped through there, you never know, man. That Villa attack could have very easily been 3-on-3 there. That was a much needed challenge. And look at Forest. Look at the way they've just slowed the game down. Completely slowed the game down. They know that if they try to play as fast as Aston Villa, this crowd is going to get behind Villa, and I think they're going to be in trouble. Defensively, they look shaky, Forest. We have seen this. Another poor ball forward. Konza gets it back to Martinez. I mean, the flag has gone up. The whistle's gone. Villa get this free kick. Oh, we're just looking at this brilliance from Emi Buendia again. That is absolutely fantastic. I literally cannot understate how much brilliance that was from the Argentine. 5'7", football heaven. Oh, man. I mean, Ollie Watkins just has to do the simplest job ever. Tap in from less than a yard out. I mean, that's perfect. I've been a huge critic of Emi Buendia. I felt he might be up for it a little bit. He got the goal against Spurs in that terrible defeat off the bench, and I thought, maybe we're going to see a different Emi Buendia today, because I knew straight away he'd start based on the lineup. On Sunday, Villa come again. John McGinn. Watkins again! Save from Ortega! And Rodgers slices it over. Oh, for fuck's sake. Morgan Rodgers. What was that? Watkins forces a terrific stop from Ortega, but Morgan Rodgers then from the follow-up, that's a genuine disgraceful shot. If that's a shot on goal, bro, you don't deserve the plane to England at the World Cup. That is genuinely shocking. It's gone out for a throw-in. I mean, does he have a bet on Forest? What was that from Rodgers? I need to calm down here. That was it. I couldn't even tell if that was a cross or a shot from Rodgers. And he does apologise to, I believe, surely Ollie Watkins there. But I could not tell you that's a shot or a cross. Probably both. Forest flick it forward only as far as Lindelof. And that ball that Villa try and play forward also goes out of play for a Forest goal kick. I said we needed a goal before half-time. We have got the goal. Now we're going to see what Forest are made of. We're going to see what their metal is. I said at the start of today, I felt Forest surely can't be playing two up front because it means your midfield is far too exposed. They have gone with more two out-and-out strikers up front today, and we are seeing, unfortunately for them, we're seeing the downside of that. Their midfield has just not been up for it. I think Victor Lindelof has handled their midfield almost single-handedly defensively, and I do wonder if Forest make any changes because they just can't really get the ball forward. Their only hope has been a long ball to Chris Wood, which I think typically we have defended pretty well. They did have that chance with Amari Hutchinson on the right-hand side, but I think we've dealt with Chris Wood so far. And we've got a throw in here with a good tackle from Pau Torres, who loves these games. If you guys don't remember, Pau Torres did win a Europa League for Unai Emery against Manchester United. He even scored in the final, Pau Torres. So he knows all about these European nights, as well as Unai Emery, the most successful manager in Europa League history. And it's not even close. Villa play it forward again. Oh, it's just gone out of the reach of Tielemans, unfortunately. And Forest do play a good pass forward. Torres decides not to go in long. Does get a little slip there, Torres, unfortunately. But we force... I mean, that's fantastic from Emi Buendia tracking back. I mean, I did wonder and worry there when Torres lost his footing, which we've seen so many times today. I don't know what is going on with the grass or whatever, because it's affecting both sets of players. But Torres slips over, and I just think, oh, God. But thankfully, I don't think Amari Hutchinson, I think he's trying to shepherd it rather than go header away. Buendia now surely lashes this into Rosette. He plays it forward, and it's good defending from Aston Villa in the end. Everyone was there back defending for Aston Villa. Literally everyone back. I think this has been, so far, a poor performance from Forest. I think it's been very good from Villa. I expected a better performance from Villa because it is a bigger game. I thought Forest would be a little bit more defensively resilient. They've shown, their time wasting. It might, I mean, hurt them if Villa get another goal here. Their time wasting antics in the first 10 minutes of this game might hurt them. You never know, but Forest, I don't think have played well here at all. I think if you look at the first leg, it was way more even. And I think maybe Forest edged it like 55-45, but I think it was a close game. This has been like, 80-20? I think Villa have been all over Forest in this first half and thoroughly deserve to be ahead. Another long ball forward for Forest, gobbled up from Emi Martinez. I'm losing my voice very slowly. I apologise. I've missed some of your comments, so I apologise. It's 2-0 to Freiburg. It will most likely be Freiburg in the final. It's Braga down to 10 men early on, so that will surely, I think, see Freiburg through unless a nightmare happens in the German... I was going to say German capital. I don't know what's in my head. My brain's fried from Ollie Watkins and Buendia. We'll see if Braga can make some kind of insane comeback, but I doubt it. Lovely from Pau Torres again. Shuffles the danger away, plays a pass down the right. Villa come through the middle of Forest now with John McGinn. He tries to just slow it down a little bit. We don't have to be at... We're now level. We don't have to be at the races like we were in the first 20-30 minutes of this game. So we can try and pick our way through this Forest backline. But this has just been the perfect first half performance. Especially following the Spurs game, I couldn't really have dreamed of a better start to this kind of game. I knew what Forest were going to be like. I think we've dealt with them so well. Watkins now into John McGinn. Tielemans gets surrounded, falls backwards, but we don't make the mistake. That's the key part. Our decision-making in this game has typically been pretty good. Some passes have been poor, especially from Tielemans. But I think we've dealt with them pretty well. And, I'm impressed with what I've seen so far. Still, it's 1-0 Villa. We're coming up to half-time. We are level on aggregate scoreline. The only thing I'm worried about is if this did go to penalties, I wouldn't fancy Villa on penalties. That's the only takeaway I've got from this now. somehow it's 50-50 possession based on the stats. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe it. McGinn turns away, gets fouled, surely. John McGinn, I mean, what a man he is. Genuinely. Where would we be without him? He gets so disrespected, even from the Villa fans, right? And I will say that's a poor free kick from John McGinn. But on the whole, he gets so disrespected, and he's such a big performer for Villa. Such a big character, such a big captain. And we've seen so many games without him this season. And you wonder, like, where we would be if we didn't have John McGinn. I'm so glad he played today, especially missing Onana. He could not miss today. Could not miss today. Obviously, I don't need to say like the next goal is massive. We all know that. But the next goal truly is massive. Truly is massive. Oh, my life, man. I'm full of energy right now. We are past 45 minutes. Konza back to Martinez. Bobbling ball, not the best ball you'd want as a keeper, but he deals with it well, Martinez. 4 minutes added time shown. Villa go long looking for Watkins. Gonna be one back from Buendia, who's had probably the best game he has had since Arsenal. And he came off the bench against Arsenal. Like, this has been pretty good from Buendia. He played, I'll give him credit. The Fulham game he played well in as well. But he's had a lot of poor performances so far this season. It's not been one of them today. McGinn battling well, probably does foul the Forest man there, and the referee does give it a free kick to Forest. And he's got to be careful, John, that he's very passionate with his tackles. He's got to be careful he doesn't get a card here, because, I mean, look at that. He does give a little kick there. I'm surprised he's escaped a caution for that. That's a cheeky little kick from John McGinn. He says, if you win a trophy before McGinn leaves us, I think he deserves a Hall of Fame place. I think if we win the Europa League, definitely. Definitely. But we've got a long way to go. We're still level here. And like I said, as of now, if it ended now, I still wouldn't be confident because the penalties are so bad at Villa. I wouldn't be confident at all. Konza does so well there to escape pressure. Buendia has been the perfect man to transition the ball from defence to attack. Villa have it with McGinn. He switches to play from right to left in towards Digne. It was nearly one from Hutchinson. Digne still has it. He waits for the support from Tielemans. He gets it. Tielemans. There's an option there with Buendia. Buendia tries a pass into Watkins. And to be fair, he's got a lot right today, Buendia, but that wasn't one of the times. We do win it back with Watkins tracking back. The defensive work from everyone has been insane. Well, I'm seeing Buendia and Watkins make tackles, getting the ball back. Buendia into Tielemans again. Surely he's fouled, which the referee doesn't give, and then we nearly lose the ball because Tielemans is trying to claim for a foul while having the ball. That is a foul and a free kick to Villa, given Buendia is chopped down from Cunha there. I mean, the scream was picked up from the crowd. The referee today has been much better because he fell for their bullshit the entirety of the game at the City Ground last week. Pretty much every... Buendia gets a stamp on his foot there. It's accidental, but it's reckless from Forest. And the scream is right from Buendia. Because that would have bloody hurt. And I feel like referee last week probably don't get that. Especially if we don't get the card get given. But with 4 minutes valid time, 3 have been played. This should see out the first half. A second goal here. How huge would a second goal here be before the end of the first half? This could be massive. This could genuinely be a massive moment in this game. It's a bit of a deep free kick, but we got players forward. We've got Konza forward. We've got Lindelof. We've got options. Tielemans does dig a cross in towards the far post. It's caught by Ortega. It's a decent free kick, but I think any confident keeper can catch that. Problem is, Villa don't leave that many back, and here come Forest on the break potentially. Anderson is shepherded a little bit out wide between the tackles of Morgan Rogers, and he does get fouled there, in fairness, by Rogers. I mean, the Villa crowd will be frustrated, but he has basically not let go of Elliot Anderson's arm there. Literally since Anderson got the ball. I mean... He literally holds on to his arm for like good 4 seconds there, so I can't really complain. Free kick to Forest. You'd imagine that would be the last action of the first half. Forest have to be like, I think they've got to be pretty quick here if they want to like do anything significant with this free kick. That we've gone past 4 minutes, and it will be Anderson for Forest. My voice is going, boys. My voice is slipping away. It is slipping away. He's taking his time here, Anderson. 20 seconds over 4 minutes. Free kick taken towards the far post. Ah, that's poor. I mean, that summed up Forest's first half. That was actually terrible. Sales out of play. Goal kick to Villa. Surely that is half time at Villa Park. And it is. That is half time. That is the performance you want to see so far from Aston Villa. Completely and utterly dominating Nottingham Forest. Nothing like the first leg. Nothing like the Fulham game, the Spurs game. It has been completely different. Villa have completely dominated and do deserve their 1-0 lead. The question is, though, can we keep this up? Forest will probably make changes. Their style of play did not work for that first half. I'm surprised they stuck with it. I don't think they're going to stick with it second half because they just weren't getting the ball forward. They weren't finding passes. Their only way forward genuinely was long balls into Chris Wood. And even then, they just weren't really working. I felt Lindelof has completely dominated their midfield and has been a genuine candidate for man of the match so far. I think he has held them so well. And it does bring into question, what does Lamar Bogard actually do? Like, I don't want to use this as a way to critique a player, but my God, the difference between someone who's a centre-back playing out of position in defensive midfield has been so much better than what we've seen with Lamar Bogard recently. It's been like chalk and cheese, night and day. It's been unbelievable. And I don't get a player out of position doing so well. It is mental. Absolutely mental. Half time though. It is 1-0 to Villa. It's 1-1 on aggregate. That Chris Wood penalty from the first leg is keeping Forest level, and they've not come close to scoring at Villa Park here. So they're going to have to really dig in deep, Forest. I will say though, before to calm down a little bit, as of now, if it ended 1-0 and we went to penalties, I do think we would lose. I have that little hope in our penalties, especially against Ortega. I know we've got Emi Martinez, but we don't have players to put the ball in the back of the net. So I just have very little hope that we go and do anything on penalties. It can't go that far. Cannot go that far. Chris Wood's already buried a penalty in the top corner against us, so I really don't want to see that. So I do think we need to win. If we're going to win, we've got to win before that, because it would kill me. Watching us lose on penalties after how well we've played today would kill me. But we got to keep this up for the second half. Lucy, I disagree. Our players, bro. Lewis, mate. We've watched Emi Buendia miss a penalty against Go Ahead Eagles. Watkins has missed more than he's scored in his Villa career. He's already took a nasty hit on his head. No, he scored a tap in, but I don't have the faith. Rodgers misses a penalty against Bologna in a game we batter them. We lose on penalties to Brentford in a quite poor fashion. Our captain McGinn missing in that game as well. I just don't fancy it. We've lost in penalty shootouts in recent memory to Chelsea as well. Our penalty record, it's not fantastic, man. I wouldn't be confident. I really wouldn't. It gives me like England early 2010s vibes, man. Like early 2000s even. I don't want it to go that far. I really don't. I will have a look though at the Forest response. If there are any Forest fans in chat, look, there's no animosity between like me and you, whatever. I don't care. I want genuine opinion, because I can't see any Forest fan happy with that. I think Forest have been completely and utterly outplayed. And that's not even me being like biased or whatever, right? Because I thought Forest were better in the first leg, but we have completely outplayed them here. And I think that there is genuine fortune that I think they're not more than one down. Like they're trying to. I understand time management, trying to time waste whatever in this game. I get it, but it could cost them. They're time wasting within 5 minutes, and it just felt like they set up today in a way that it's kind of like balls to the wall. Two strikers up front. We're either gonna frustrate them, and essentially two strikers up there. We're gonna get counter attacks and be like 2-on-2 in situations. That's just not happened. We've not let that happen. We've got Lindelof at the back. That's completely shut that down. Forest, it's just hit and hope ball. Playing, there's like some kind of fear in this Forest team. It's weird. It's completely different to the Forest team we played last week. The Forest team that rocked up to Stamford Bridge. There is genuine fear in this Forest team. It's genuinely crazy. Still don't get how Forest got Ortega. So he's an unbelievable keeper, Ortega. Villa fans will know it. We know it, unfortunately. He's a top keeper. Forest fans' reaction. So I'm going to click on the Villa goal. We need to wake up. At the end of the day, as someone's making fun of them, at the end of the day, you always win. It's wank. Terrible performance so far. Gibbs White needs to come in soon. You guys don't know you're playing the semi-final. So you thought you could play for a 0-0 draw to advance. It did feel like they'd come here to like set up shop and draw 0-0. It was really weird. I'm like, you're time wasting 5 minutes in, playing like hit and hope long balls 50 yards from God. I just like, unless Villa were shit, I just didn't see that like performing. I didn't see it working. Forest could like make changes second. They have to. I think if Forest don't make any kind of change, whether that's a substitute or style of play, they're going to lose this because it's just been far too easy for Villa. We're a completely different team from... I think we've been a lot different. I think we've been more confident on the ball. It's weird. It's like... I know you're playing away. It's harder to play away, but there is... We lack something away from home. I don't know what I do think, to paraphrase probably the worst person ever, but Troy Deeney, we do lack cojones sometimes away. And I don't think we have that at Villa Park. All right, reading more comments. Pathetic showing this has been. We're terrible. It's only going one way. It's poor from Anderson. Cunha manager got it wrong tonight. West Ham fans are mad that they're losing. Been coming all game. Hardly expect to be just sitting back waiting for it to happen. At least I'm not like insane. A lot of things I'm saying about Forest, a lot of the Forest fans are saying too. Goals been coming. Do they know it's a semi-final? And I'm going to look at their half-time responses now because I wonder. Rough half, but it's only one. Bring on an extra midfielder. We can win this. I said this. Playing two up front is just insane. I thought it wasn't going to be a two up front. I thought Igor Jesus was going to drop really deep and essentially it'd be a 4-5-1. He's just stood alongside Chris Wood like the whole game. And it's meant their midfield's paper. It's been absolutely ran through for the entire first half. I know it's weird, like you go and concede a goal and you take off a striker, but I think it's so necessary. Like they're just not getting any footing in midfield. 10 shots to 1 won't get it done. We need the bench on. Not having a left back in the squad is not all to play for. Come on, you Reds. And there's, right lads, if you can string 2 passes together second half, it's progress. Oh my life. Heads up, we're not losing the tie yet, and we could be. We've got players on the bench, and Villa will be disappointed to not be further ahead. I said this. I think there's more frustration. I think that Villa aren't 2-0 up because I think we've had chances to be 2-0 up. That Tielemans shot from distance, I just feel like a better Tielemans there makes that 2-0. I think look. I have high standards for Yuri Tielemans because he's a top player. I think he's had a poor game. He's the only one I'm a little bit negative about. I think his passing has been a bit poor. And you just need a little bit more conviction in a shot. When you got all the freedom, man, he had like 30 yards and he decides to shoot. He's a bit, I don't know, it's like to not even hit the target. It's just a little bit frustrating. And read another comment. Changes needed. McAtee off for Yates and Morgan gives White around 60 minutes. And we've been shit. Something needs to change. At least there's no cope. Maybe I was thinking there was some cope that okay, we're not losing. It could be worse. Anyone over stream? Unfortunately, mate. I don't know. If anyone wants to post any in chat, you can say. I always give my warning to those. Click at your own risk and all that. Or like you search at your own risk. But yeah, I wish you luck, Chris. Villa should be ashamed if they lose to relegation teams. Are curious. I mean, I think form goes out the window. I think form goes out the window when it comes to knockout football. I do think that. We've seen it. Man. I do think form goes out the window for it because it's just bigger than that game. It's like form goes out the window for derbies, right? We could play Blues tomorrow and we'd beat them, but it wouldn't be a hammering because it's a derby and their players know that and they'd kick us to pieces. Like, form does go out the window. It's mad. It's mad how football works. That's just how it is. Like, they could literally be bottom of the league and it could be the exact same game. Thoughts on the game? A brilliant start. Literally, I couldn't have imagined a better first half for Aston Villa. Completely on the front foot. My genuine only complaint is that it's not 2-0. Because I feel like we've had the chances to make it 2-0. I still think we're robbed of a penalty. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm going to put it in the best way I can, right? The injury on Watkins, where a header, Watkins makes contact with the header. He directs the ball towards goal. And then Williams heads him in the head, right? I feel like anywhere on the pitch, that's a foul. Except the box. You know what I mean? I feel like that you get those decisions. It's one of those where it's like it's not enough of a foul to be given in the box. Like, it needs to hit certain criteria to be a foul in the box, and I think that's one of them. Because I don't understand how it's not a penalty. People can say, well, accidents mean nothing in penalties, like what that we've seen recently. So I don't personally get it. I really don't personally get it. How you doing, Ninja? He says we got the same intensity second half. That's what I'm hoping that we're going to keep this up. So I say my only critique. I have there's a couple. My critiques have been, obviously I don't think Tielemans has done well today. Phone's running out of battery. I got to charge it. I don't think Tielemans has been great. I think we've let them off the hook a little bit because they're gonna make changes at half time. It's gonna be a different game. And if it stays 1-0, I don't see us winning. I can't plug my cable in. Bro, what is going on? My PC. You ever get those situations of USBs where you keep flipping it and it just doesn't go in no matter what you do? There we go. I hate USBs. I always have to flip the USB at least once. Anyway, so as things stand, 1-0 to Aston Villa, 1-1 in aggregate. In terms of scores, I think, look, we can see on screen here, Konza has a 6.3. That's really harsh. I think Konza, Torres, and Lindelof have been solid. I think any kind of negative stats that they have, I don't understand. I think Buendia, like I said, I think this has been Buendia's best game for a very long time. I don't know what Buendia had for breakfast today, but he's been really up for it. Obviously, it's not just the goal; it's the he likes to track back and win a tackle. Anyway, he's just been everywhere, but he's not been sloppy on the ball. I feel like Emi Buendia recently, prior to today, has been a bit sloppy on the ball and a little bit of a headless chicken at times, you know. But I feel like today it's been none of that. Reckon we do some subs second half. Who should come on? I would keep things the way they are. Like I said, I wouldn't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And we don't like to make rash changes anyway. Still, I would like to see at some point Douglas Luiz come on to help solidify the midfield. Sancho maybe. That's a big maybe though. I feel like it's hard because you'd put Sancho for McGinn. I think McGinn's been really good. I wouldn't want to take McGinn off yet. I think if McGinn tires, maybe put Sancho on the right hand side. There's a lot of changes you can make. The obvious one is like Leon Bailey, but I think we're doing well without him so far. Maatsen definitely. Especially if it goes to like extra time. Maatsen has to because of his pace. I think having someone as quick as Maatsen be more fit than their team, I think is huge. Think there'll be a red card? Well, there should have been one in the last game, so probably not. If Anderson doesn't get a red card for snapping Ollie's ankle, then I don't think he's going to get a... I don't think there's going to be a red card here, unless it's, unless a claret and blue player does something similar. I don't see it personally. I'm seeing the the face of Gibbs White again. Jesus, man. It's a brutal. He has a double bruise. One massive bruise on his left eye and a smaller bruise on his right eye and a huge scar. It looks like in the shape of a lightning bolt. It's kind of mad. He's like it's proper gross. Harvey Elliott, I think, could be worth it. He just hasn't played. That's the only thing with Elliott. He's just not. He's not match fit, is he? Really? Forest are preparing changes, I think. I'm pretty certain. I think that's Yates coming on for Forest. I don't think he started today. Yeah, it is a change. He's come on then. Who's he come on for? Right, their club captain has come on. I think that's a smart decision from them. Actually, to be fair, I do think that's a clever decision. It's similar to Villa in recent times. They do look a little bit lost. So I suppose it doesn't surprise me really that they do have their captain now out there. And we're about to be underway for the second half, guys. It's Aston Villa against Forest. 1-0 to Villa in that first half. It's been all Villa. Can we keep it going in the second half? Double tap screen if you haven't already. I'm live on TikTok as well as the Red platform. If you want to follow or subscribe or do anything, feel free. Not many Villa fans on social media. Not as many as you'd want anyway. So feel free to support the channel in any way you like. I don't know why there's a little bit of a delay in starting here. Still waiting to see who the change was for Yates. But I did expect a change. They've got the change. McAtee. So yeah, McAtee had a poor game. That's fine. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yates on for McAtee. And we're underway. Villa shooting towards the north stand. And it's Forest shooting towards the whole tent. That's already a free kick. Really? I thought Forest were going to get a foul there. And the referee does give Villa a set piece. Prince William is at the game tonight. I'm surprised. I didn't think he'd be here because I thought the cameras would already be on him, but he is there. The cameras found him. So here we go, guys. Here we go. Dean says if we win this game, can we... Yeah. Maybe. This is Buendia's best match of Villa, says Lewis. I couldn't think of a better one. There's the best sub game he ever had was Arsenal at home. Played 8 minutes, scored a goal, completely ran Arsenal over with his pressing. Villa play long, looking for Watkins. He's got to get that, Ollie, I think. Oh, he's just dribbled it out of play. Damn. So yeah. Also, Eindevik says they think it would be red card. What happened to him? Who are you talking about? Were you talking about Elliot Anderson? Because I think that's what you mentioned. You might have mentioned that after I said it. Anyway, just yeah. Oh yeah, he split his head. Yeah, he split his head against Sanchez. I should have carried on reading. That's my bad. Typical streamer, didn't read his chat. Have I missed any? I don't think I've missed any. Okay. The crowd's got a little bit quieter, which is not what I want to hear. The halftime, it's a common thing in football. They say halftime happens at the worst time and the best time. And I think it kind of happened at the worst time for Villa because we've been so good in this game, and it kind of quietened everyone. Like a lot of people are like getting a pie and a pint or whatever right now, and I feel like this kind of is the time to like lift the team again and push everyone forward. I think, like I said, Villa can be a bit reactive. We can lack a bit of energy. We sometimes it's hard for us to give it to the players if the players aren't giving it back. However, they've been good today, the players. I'll say that. We play well. McGinn. He's done well there. Well, he's surely got fouled. It did fall to Lindelof, but we lost the ball. Lindelof then questioning why a free kick wasn't given to Villa. We still have it though. Torres. Nice early pass into Lindelof. Watkins has to drop deep to recycle the ball. Into Cash now. Cash has McGinn ahead of him. We've got a bit of space down the right-hand side. Cash carries on running inverted. McGinn, left-footed cross. Decent ball. No one attacked it. No one attacked it. It went right through. Rodgers and Watkins were there. No one gets a... I mean, that's an unbelievable naughty cross from John McGinn. It's like it's almost disguised, really, to shift it on the inside rather than the outside. Oh, that's a big chance. I think that's a big chance wasted. How we've not got any contact on the ball there is mental. A Forest player, I think, had some kind of collision there. Forest still with their teeny bit of time wasting here, as they do play up from the back, but they're not like keen to do it very quickly. They do lump it forward now. Won by Cash. I mean, the big difference between today and the Spurs game was we're winning individual battles. I don't think we won a single individual battle against Spurs. Like, it was just like man for man, player for player, just completely outplayed. Where today there's just some like extra oomph in this from the Villa boys. Like there's obviously a lot of differences. That's the one for me. Like, there's just a lot more urgency on the ball, a lot more fight and desire. He came up for Forest. Their captain, Ryan Yates, for McAtee. McAtee started ahead of, I think it was Morgan Gibbs-White, wasn't it? Because Morgan Gibbs-White couldn't play. He's still on the bench for Forest. I don't know if he will play. I think it's bold getting Gibbs-White on, considering his face. I did think it was weird subbing him on against Chelsea when the game was done. I thought that was a weird decision. And now Yates is having a battle with Pau Torres. To be fair, that's more fight from Yates than I've seen from all the Forest players combined. Gets a little shove in on Pau, trying to take Torres' shirt off. I don't know what he's doing there, but he's got to wait to the end of the game. Elsewhere, by the way, in the Conference League, it's Strasbourg 0, Rayo Vallecano 1. That's a 2-0 lead for the Spanish side on aggregate. Huge potential performance for them. Palace now lead 2-1 against Shakhtar. So it will be Shakhtar against Rayo Vallecano in the final. And as of right now, Freiburg are looking very, very comfortable making a European final as well. This game is obviously level on aggregate score. Villa have been by far the best team in this game, but it's still level as things were. It's 11 shots to Forest 2, 5 on target to their 0. And the tempo has been too low for me to say anything about the second half. Really, 6 minutes gone. Basically, nothing has happened. Torres, though, plays a nice pass forward, but again, it's another slip. Another slip, man. I don't know what's going on. This is not like exaggeration. I think there's genuinely been like 5-6 slips that have happened in this game, like individual slips. It's pretty insane what I'm seeing. I think Buendia is like half of them. I don't quite know what's going on, to be honest. Forest player goes down under a challenge from Digne. What is going on here? Yellow card given to one of the Forest coaches for complaining. He's still complaining. He's been told to sit down. He's still having a go. The referee, like I said, they proper sprinting over. I mean, look, it's a foul. Hutchinson has bought it a little bit, going to ground in the way he did. But it is a foul. I'm not going to say it's not. I don't know what their coach was having a go on. The pitch is it's not paying off for us. We've slipped more than they have. It's kind of mad. I think they've only slipped one. We've been the team that slipped the most, I think. It's kind of mad to say that. The crowd making the noise again. Forest play the free kick short. And so, I think something I'm seeing more English teams adopt, which is just jeering when the opposition have the ball. And I think it's done a lot by like Turkish teams. I hear it the most. And I think it's a good thing to do, man. It does put the pressure on. Konza is fouled there. I mean, Konza literally running through almost a brick wall, gets clattered in the process, does win a foul and a free kick to Aston Villa. I mean, yeah, he literally gets slammed into by Elliot Anderson there. And they have a little bit of a giggle between the two of them. There's no animosity between the two. Still, 54 gone. It is still 1-0 to Villa. Free kick to Villa, though. It's Yuri Tielemans on it. It's a little bit far out. I imagine... I thought we'd go short, actually. We actually might. We do, into Cash. He does drop short. Into John McGinn. It's a training ground routine. McGinn on the right with players forward. Gets a tackle, gets a corner to the Villa boys. In front of the away fans at the North Stand. It will be John McGinn to take the corner for Aston Villa. Going to be a left-footed in-swinger. There's a bit of discussion between Lindelof, Watkins and Pau Torres there. It looks like we're going to try and play towards the far post. Still whispering in the ears of Ollie Watkins. McGinn goes short to Buendia. Into Cash. He likes a left-footed cross, but instead he gives it to Tielemans. Tielemans scoops it towards Buendia. Low cross from Buendia! Is that a pull on Pau Torres' shirt? It looked like a foul on Torres. Villa still have it with John McGinn. John McGinn shots charged down. It's still in Villa possession. I mean, it looked like an obvious shirt pull on Pau Torres. Which I'd love to see that again. Oh, they paused. It might be a penalty to Villa. He's asked for the game to stop. They're going to check it. It's a pull of the... I mean, look at how much of a shirt he's held on Torres there. That is a stonewall Villa penalty there, surely. He has completely pulled Torres over. It's going to be checked. This could be a Villa penalty here, guys. Torres has had his shirt pulled. Why he's held so much of the shirt there and pulled Torres? I was thinking he might get away with it for a little pull, but then he does a bigger pull. He's going to look at the monitor! He's going to look at the monitor for a penalty for Villa. I mean, this looks like a very obvious shirt pull. Very obvious. But the problem is Villa don't have good penalty takers, which I've said all of today. I mean, look at that. Look at that. He has pulled him over. As Torres tries to collect the ball, he's literally pulled away from it. Yeah, he's going to give it. Yeah! Penalty Villa for the pull on Torres. Aston Villa have a penalty in the 55th minute. But we have to calm down, actually, because we're not good at penalties. This is the moment to be good at penalties. Please. We have seen so many shit penalties this season. Please, can we have once? Please, can we have one good penalty? Please. Please, can we have one good penalty? It is a penalty to Villa, though. Oh, God, who's going to take it? We've seen Tielemans missed against Palace. Buendia missed against Go Ahead Eagles. We've seen Ollie Watkins miss against several. He slipped and missed against Celtic. Who the hell is this going to be? Rodgers missed against Bologna. Like, I have no idea. Is it? Oh, it's Emi Buendia. Oh, my God, it's Emi Buendia. It's Emi Buendia. It's Emi Buendia. It's Emi Buendia. Oh, my. It doesn't get much bigger than this. But our penalties have been shite all season. Can it change? Buendia! Yeah! He picks his spot brilliantly! Emi Buendia makes it 2-0 to Aston Villa. Fantastic penalty placed in the bottom left. Past Ortega. Aston Villa lead in this European tie. That is absolutely brilliant from Emi Buendia. What is Milenkovic doing? Pulling over Pau Torres. I think that is insane to do when VAR exists. We've already seen in the first leg, VAR literally give a penalty to Forest for a handball that the referee doesn't give. He then goes and pulls the shirt of Torres and then pulls it back again. I mean, that is insane from Milenkovic, who's had a good game today. Oh, no, he's had an okay game. He's had a good tie. I would say Milenkovic, he's been okay, but that is insane. That is absolutely insanity of a decision to make. It's 2-0 Aston Villa, 2-1 on the night, and it's thoroughly deserved. It's absolutely thoroughly deserved. Which says today, I feel... Oh my God. Okay. How's your nerve, Aston Villa? How's your bottle, Aston Villa? 2-0 with half an hour to play. 2-1 up. Forest need a response or they will not be going to Istanbul. Ball back to Martinez. We cushion it out to Cash. The Villa crowd have really gotten going. I mean, they've been so loud today, but they've really gotten going here. We're going to see Forest surely come at Villa now. McGinn with a turn. McGinn fouled. Surely the referee tells McGinn to get up. Forest have it forward again. I mean, the Villa crowd. And McGinn again questions the referee as to how that's not given. Jesus. Yeah, look, it could very easily change, Wisp, but the Forest performance today it's been shocking. It's been a fear. Forest have played with fear today. It's so strange, considering how poor Villa have been recently. Forest literally have played this. The game plan for Forest was a 0-0. It literally felt like the game plan was a 0-0 here. But we got a long way to go with, so I'm not going to jinx nothing. All it takes is one moment, and we've seen that. Oh, lovely tackle. We get it forward. Unfortunately, it doesn't go to a Villa man, but we do press them all the way back to Ortega. Watkins roared forward by the crowd. Ortega goes long. One back, though, from Aston Villa. Rodgers flicks it through. Watkins will probably be offside, surely. Watkins scores! Offside. I was going to say, I didn't want to cheer that because he looked well offside. I think he looked well offside there. There's no way that will stand. Surely not, right? He doesn't get back. Yeah, he doesn't get back in time. Fair enough, Ollie, to go for that. Fine. Look, we lose nothing. It's a very cheeky ball forward from Rodgers, but unfortunately, Ollie does not get back in time, which is a shame. He's not far away from it, but because he just checks back at the maybe like a half a second too late. But I don't blame him for shooting. Always play to the whistle. Always play to the whistle. These guys get to win a major European trophy with the Forest semi-final, Freiburg final. The sport is finito. Look, we're not. Look, we've got to calm down, Jack. Got to calm down. Gibbs White's getting ready. No way. Gibbs White looks like he's gone 10 rounds with Mike Tyson. Surely he's not getting ready. That is insanity. Look at his face, bruv. Look at his face. Leverett says, Prince Charles loving it. I'm loving it. We're all loving it. Just like McDonald's, bro. Here comes Watkins. He's on his own, Ollie. Still going, though. He's got to go all the way to the corner flag. Gets a throw-in for Aston Villa. That is fantastic. That is fantastic from Ollie Watkins. Completely isolated. Gets a set piece. Gets a throw-in for Villa. I thought he was immediately going to get shut down. They just allow him to run down the touchline. I mean, this is incredible from Aston Villa. If we could play final home, McGinn! Oh, big chance! I didn't even see the pass. I read chat. McGinn has had a shot. How have we not made that three? John McGinn should have scored. How does he not score this? He goes for the side foot. Oh my God. And it goes into the hands of Ortega. The ball falls to McGinn. Acres of space inside the box, middle of the goal. And he side foots it into the hands of Ortega. I can't believe he's missed that. If that's 3-1, it's over. But he's missed. It's 13 shots to 2. We scored as many as they've had shots. It's unbelievable. Gibbs White looks like a super villain. Medford, he looks like he's been beat up by a super villain. Rodgers, lovely flick pass. Lindelof. Every time Villa come forward, we look exciting and dangerous. Lindelof, though, I think a little bit naive on the ball there. We do stop their counter-attack, but they have it with Anderson. Have it down the right. Buendia's just not tired all game. He is chased and chased. And we do press them all the way back to their centre-backs. In fact, they're going to have to go back to Ortega. This is unbelievable press from Villa. Ortega goes long for Forest. Looking forward. One back by Villa with a header forward. Going to be contested. Milenkovic, in fairness, does win the header against Morgan Rogers. Here come Forest, though. Villa have... Oh, we don't have players back, and there's a chance for Hutchinson here. Can he get it right? Cross in towards Igor Jesus. And it's a header wide from Jesus. It sails wide from Jesus. And that's the best that's the best chance they've had since Hutchinson in the 20th minute. I mean, it's a chance that for Forest, and they waste it. They waste it. I can't believe it. I did not think the game would pan out like this. I thought it would be... Look, my heart wanted to say Villa beat them in extra time, but it was going to be a closely fought 90 minutes. We've been absolutely all over Forest. Absolutely all over Forest. I've got to see Forest reactions online. Villa, flick it towards Ollie Watkins. I mean, this is like prime Watkins I'm seeing right now. Oh, McGinn. That's an unnecessary foul on Williams, I think. I'm just reading the Forest Twitter. Class boys, proper turn up today. Apparently, the Forest fans booed off their team half time. Obviously, you can't really hear that over the crowd. But yeah, that's mental. It is what it is. Great one, but not good enough. And half our bench can't play. We've not even looked like scoring. Fuck this. And there's a Derby fan saying, "Yes, have that, you tree shagging twat." Oh man. Oh, the Forest lot. Oh, they're gonna enjoy tonight, I think. As of now, I don't want to jinx. No jinxing, but they will be enjoying their night as of now. No, another one. Nice one, lads. Biggest game of the season. We fuck it up. Still a long way to go, but this has been probably the worst possible outcome for Forest. Making Villa look like a competent side, that takes a lot of doing in recent weeks. This is like how we made Spurs look. Rodgers skips away. Morgan Rogers, left foot from Rodgers. Save from Ortega. It's a simple save, though. He doesn't really get the power, Rodgers. Goes on that left peg, bends it towards the corner, but look, Ortega's going to save them all night. If he lets them in, they're done for. Like, it's over. Villa, again, winning those second balls. The little flick passing we've done today has been pretty funny. I don't think you're mentally prepared for the two-face. I mean, Gibbs White, 25-yard screamer. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Twitter, it never disappoints, hi. Emi Buendia is like a yo-yo. It is very up and down with Buendia. I want to see more ups with Buendia. This is what I want to see from Emi Buendia. Also, fair play to have the bollocks to take that penalty after the penalty horrendous shite we've seen all season. He missed against Go Ahead Eagles, gets the penalty goal today. McGinn has somehow injured two Forest players. How is this even possible? Two Forest players down under one challenge from John McGinn. Somehow. Yeah, Lindelof next to Tielemans has been insanely good. I mean, I said this earlier. Lindelof on Tielemans, right, as a pivot. I mean, it's been night and day from Lamar Bogard, no? Like, Lamar Bogard, I think, should be very disappointed in himself that he's been made to look this bad. That's the biggest compliment I can give to Lindelof, is someone out of position in defensive midfield has been 10 times the player of Bogard, who apparently defensive midfield is his position. I know he's covered at right back, but we bought him as a holding midfielder. So, I don't quite get it. I don't like... Is he not embarrassed? Victor bloody Lindelof, bruv. Oh, Torres. He's done well there, pal Torres. Martinez goes long, looking for Watkins. One back by Villa. Oh, the one-touch passing. McGinn might have lost it, but Konza takes over. Good pass, actually. I thought that was for Lindelof and he got dispossessed. Surely a foul. Free kick to Villa on the halfway line. 67 on the clock. McGinn, that guy, says Ninja Styles. My Twitter feed is gold right now with the... Oh, yeah, the Madrid situation. Bro, Morgan Gibbs White looks like he rocked up to that training ground. Have you guys heard, by the way? Yeah, this is a perfect segue. The Real Madrid situation, you've got... I heard one fight, then another fight, then someone might retire. To, like, what is going on? Is it Chimeni? No, is it Chimeni might retire? I've read some mental things today. I don't even know what is troll and what isn't. Gibbs White looks like he's signed for him. Bro, he's been knocking about with the Real Madrid lot. Mental, man. Absolutely mental. Here's cash for Villa. Villa yet to make any change. I wonder what our first change would even be. I really do. 20 minutes to play. Aston Villa, as of right now, will play Freiburg in the Europa League final. Aston Villa haven't won a trophy since 1996, where we beat Leeds United 3-0 at Wembley. Haven't won a European trophy, our only European trophy, since 1982, with a 1-0 win over Bayern Munich. This could be very, very big for Villa the next 20 minutes. We've been all over Forest. It would be out of the blue, really, for Forest to get something from this. They have to do something, then, for Forest. I still expect more from them. That change for Yates has not really done much. They do get lucky with the ricochet from Lindelof, and there's no flag. Chris Wood is in on goal. Wood for Forest. What a save, Martinez! The flag finally goes up anyway, but Emi Martinez denies Chris Wood. And the ref... Well, why is the ref not allowing us to have the free kick there? I mean, the lino flagged for the offside on Chris Wood. But a terrific stop with the feet of Emi Martinez to deny Wood. The flag would have come up and possibly disallowed the goal anyway. But obviously we play to the whistle. We have VAR. There's no point in flagging early if there's a risk. Anderson whips a cross in that no one is on the end of. I want to see how close this offside was. I want to see how close it was. He's on! He's onside! It's a terrific stop from Martinez. Oh my God, Emi Martinez. That would have counted. Matty Cash, the clown, kept him onside when all three of the other defenders pushed forward. Big stop from Emi Martinez. Oh my God, it would have counted. It would have counted. I can't believe that. It would have counted. They've done nothing all game, and Chris Wood finds himself one-on-one. I mean, I can't believe he's gone there. I thought that's his last action of the half, of the game. Wood is off for Luca. Is it Luca? That's his final action of the game. I can't believe that. Morato off as well for Forest. Villa still yet to make any changes. Bakwa on for Morato. Lucha on for Chris Wood. Villa go long looking for Watkins. Watkins will win it. Surely it's foul. He's been pulled over. Falls though for Buendia. Emi Buendia! Oh! Goes for the near post. Why is he going near post? He might have just got it wrong. He might have just hit, power drive it towards goal, and it's gone the wrong side of the post. He could try and pull it back. There's three players around Buendia, so I don't mind the shot. Because you can always... Oh, fuck off. It's Bogard. Oh, my God. It's Bogard. We're getting ready. I can't do Bogard, man. I can't do Bogard ball. Please, don't make me do Bogard ball. Give it another 10 before we do Bogard ball, man. Man. Please, no. Recently, Liverpool backroom reported Gagman slaughtered a fight. Workers claim they heard applause and groans from locker room showers. Oh dear. Corner to Forest. It's backward to take the corner for Forest. It's in swinging. Back post. Caught from Emi Martinez. Plucked out the sky. That's what I want to see. Terrific goalkeeping from Martinez. And Vita Pereira is seething on the sidelines. I'm still not forgetting that Chris Wood has just had a one-on-one that would have counted if he scored. I cannot believe that. No wonder not the referee, sorry. And no wonder the lino didn't flag it initially because I can't believe he got it wrong. Matty Cash, man, you will pay for your sins one day. I say it every week. Cash can't defend. Bogard is coming on for Victor Lindelof. He gets a massive applause from me. Victor Lindelof. What a performance he's had in midfield. What a performance he's had. And now I'm worried. Now I'm worried. We've got Bogard. Oh my God. Oh my God. We got Bogard. Christ. Apparently Lucha is shite, according to the Forest fans. I mean, that could be the biggest... that is Bakwa. It's Luca Bakwa. What? Why did they call him that then? His name's Bakwa. That literally everyone is crying about Bakwa. You go on Forest Twitter. Everyone is going mental that Bakwa's come on. He's apparently terrible. Some Forest fan says, "Fuck me, I think that's it, lads. Big hitters on the bench definitely aren't fit. Please, Luca, just score, pay a transfer, and you can join permanently." That's a war crime. He's lost his head. We have 3 starters on the bench and haven't used one of it. Like, bruv. I will say, just to bring everyone back down to earth, Forest have been pretty good the last 10 minutes. 5-10 minutes. I think they've had a lot more of the ball. Could have had a goal very easily. Free kick to Forest though, nodded away. Collected by Watkins. Watkins could get us forward. Slips again. Plays a pass on the floor into Rodgers. 1-on-2 though. He's got support in midfield. He has to look and now play the pass. Oh, it took too long, Rodgers, bruv. I don't understand what goes through his mind. He could have played the pass. He could have played the pass so much earlier. He tries to do something stupid and smart. Oh my God, we still have it. But that was a genuine chat. There was 2 players out wide, free as a bird, when he doesn't find either of them. Like, for God's sake, man. Look, I need to not be as emotional about this. But my Christ, why is headband Watkins like you prime Firmino? I don't want it. The headband gives powers. The headband gives powers to players. You don't typically have them. I don't get it. That's a throw-in for Villa with a header away, which Cunha tries to keep in play. How you doing, Erin? Yeah, Rodgers hasn't had a great game. I think Tielemans had a poor game. I think despite the fact I think we've played pretty well. I think we have. It's weird, man. I think we've had some underperformers. Thankfully, Buendia has decided to play the game of his life today. Which, I mean, it's about time. Buendia's been shite for a long time. Bogard masterclass, I beg you gods. Villa throwing long from Cash. Hacked away by Forest towards halfway line. It's a battle with Konza. Konza had to get that right, and he did. I hate headers back to keepers. And Martinez is going to do his own time. Wait, what? I'm surprised. Hang on. I got to look something up. Am I being stupid? Wait. I need to look up something. It's also 3-1 in the other game. I've literally been ignoring the other game completely. Oh, hang on. McGinn! Chance for Villa! John McGinn! Yeah! Villa are going to Istanbul! John McGinn has rolled it away! Aston Villa are going to the European Europa League final! Come on! It had to be the skipper to send Villa to a European final! Wow! Super John McGinn rolls the ball away, and Forest are falling out of this competition. Oh my word. John McGinn with a trademark side-footed finesse finish from him. I mean, how many goals he scored in that direct fashion. McGinn rolls it away, and Aston Villa surely are in to the Europa League final. We haven't won a trophy since 1996. We have been to finals. We have been to finals. We have lost to Chelsea in 2000. We lost to Man United in 2010. We lost to Arsenal in 2015. We lost to Manchester City in 2020. It will be our 5th final, non-promotion final, since we last won one. Surely, we could do it. We could do it. Where is Dean? I had one fan in here who donated earlier, said we were going to lose. Where is it? I said he disappears every time. Where is he? Where's he gone? He has vanished. Every time. He's like half a hater, I swear to God. I love him, but my life is negative. And he vanishes again when Villa have surely booked their place in the final. Forest, look, we did concede 2 goals in a minute against Sunderland, so I suppose it's not over. But my God, Forest have been dreadful for the entirety of this game and have absolutely shit the bed here. And look at this comment, by the way. Hope all the idiots that thought we won last week are enjoying it. I said it. It pissed me off, actually. It pissed me off. Their fans were singing, "We're going to Istanbul" at half-time, essentially. Half-time in the tie. Villa come away with it again. Chance, McGinn again! McGinn again! Oh my God! Yeah! John McGinn makes it 4! I've not even changed the scoreline on here. Oh my God! Aston Villa 4! Nottingham Forest 0! Oh my God! Forest have fell to pieces! Oh my God! They've absolutely imploded! Super John McGinn has 2 goals in the space of 4 minutes! Aston Villa get 4 on the night! I've lost my boy! I can't believe this! Villa 4, Forest 0. I mean, this has been, there's any other word than collapse. Disaster. Forest have fell to pieces. This is quite truly extraordinary. All the Forest fans were singing, "We're going to Istanbul" last week. Where are they now? Where are they? Where are they indeed? Villa 4, Forest 0. 4-1. A good score. I can't believe this. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. With Bogard. This is with Bogard coming up. Oh my God. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I said at the start of today, it's make or break. It really felt like that today. It would be make or break for the season. People say Champions League wrapped up, but the confidence of the players... Oh, Gibbs White. Bro, he looks in pieces on the sides for Forest. McGinn's name is being belted out by the whole 10. This has been the best performance of the season by a mile, and we've beaten Man City and Arsenal this season. And this is still the best we have played all year. Villa are going to Istanbul. I can't believe this. I cannot believe... I could not have dreamt of a better game today. In my wildest dreams, I could not have dreamt of it. Hutchinson's cross deflects away. We have 9 more minutes. This is... Gibbs White looked emotional. Yeah, Ninja. I had it in my mind to say it there. He looked absolutely dejected out there. Sancho's coming. That's when you know we've won it. Look, I'm calming down. But you do kind of get the feel. Sancho's on. It's over. It is well and truly game, set, match. Someone, who was it? Someone in my stream today said McGinn should get a statue if we win the Europa League. Oh my God, yes. 100% now. I mean, I was already on board anyways. He's a long-serving player, as a captain for a long time. Build him a statue if we win this competition. The first player, the first captain, that could get Aston Villa a trophy for 30 years. He got us promoted. I couldn't think of someone. Other than Unai Emery, I couldn't think of someone else I would rather it be. I unironically would build one. This is unbelievable. You predicted I mean, that's bold, Mark, considering how we've been playing. That is bold. I don't care. It's party time. We're all going Istanbul. What was they singing last week? They might have to cancel their flights, bro. Cancel their hotels. Oh my god. Oh my god. I actually can't believe this. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. 6 minutes until Aston Villa will be officially in the final. I mean, they might as well just go now. I mean, I'll have a look what the hotels are. This kind of thing you have to plan in advance and hope for the best. That's what I've seen a lot of people do. An Arsenal fan got a hotel for £100, posted it about it because the prices are now like past 1,000, 2,000 now in in Bulgaria, and someone cancelled it. I should have had more belief. I'll have a look there. I will have a look. You never know. Was it interaction bait? It baited me. I thought it was true. It got. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Boo. Cross to the far post, flicked away. You know what, Bogard has done a neat little job. You're too chronically on, of course. I'm surprised that was in. I mean, I shouldn't really be surprised it's interaction bait. It's bloody Twitter. But I am also kind of surprised. Bogard hooks an out play for a throw to Forest. I mean, let's just take a look at the stats here. 18 shots to 4. 53% possession. It's felt a lot more than that. It has felt a lot more than that. Oh my god. Fede Valverde suffered a traumatic brain injury and will miss. How has he got a brain injury? What happened at their training ground? I want to know. I want to know what happened. Palace 2, Shakhtar 1. It's still 1-0 to Rayo Vallecano. It's 3-1 Freiburg. I mean, we all kind of knew. Freiburg getting that third goal. I expected it to come a bit earlier than what it did. It came in the 72nd minute to put them ahead on aggregate. But they now lead against 10 men. You would imagine it would be Freiburg now. You never know. Like, Braga won the first leg, right? You never know. A goal back, extra time, penalties, whatever. But they're gonna have to dig in deep. They're in the 90th minute in their game. Like, it is push comes to shove now. But it is looking like it's Villa and it's Freiburg in the Europa League final, and it's Crystal Palace against Rayo Vallecano in the Conference League final. Murillo's coming up. They're 4-0 down. They've waited till now to bring Murillo. I don't understand that at all. Also, how shit are Chelsea? Can we just address that for a second? How shit are Chelsea that they got smacked by their B team? Like, are we going to address that? Chelsea got ran over by this team. But not even by this team. Their other team. Their weaker side, they got ran over. This is their better side. Like, mad. Anyone know if Forest are turning? They still haven't. I'm going to say something nice for any Forest fan here. I do feel for your fans who travelled today. I mean, they've literally not turned up. Like, I know I've just said it, but they really haven't turned up. It's been a nightmare. I think, in the nicest way, how do I word this? I think they're scared. I think they were like, I think they had the moment really to really put one over Villa, but they rocked up to Villa Park scared, and they gave us a lot of the ball. They gave us like too much freedom, I think, and too much fear. I think they didn't have to fear this Villa side. We've seen the likes of Brentford and Everton come to Villa Park and win. I know this is a different circumstances, a European semi-final, but they gave Villa far too much fear, I think. Like, far too much, what's the word I'm looking for? They like, respect even, to be honest. Like, it's very strange. They could have, and I expected them to really, like, come at us in the first half and then sit back in the second half. That didn't happen at all. They were time wasting in the 3rd minute. Like, Ortega was taking his time in the 3rd minute. I'm like, are you really doing this? And it looked like their game plan was hoof it long to Wood. We might get something on the break, but we're going to hold on for a 0-0. And I'm like, this is probably not going to happen. You're inviting the pressure. And like, you get the crowd of Villa going because we're getting more of the ball, and you get us believing. I think this is completely on Vitor Pereira. Like, entirely on Vitor Pereira. The setup was wrong from the very first minute. Wisp was seeing your comment. Oh, you deleted it? Oh, that's a shame. The shitty ground, bruv. Yeah. Tyra Mings is coming on. I mean, Mings and Bailey are coming on. That's when you know it's Jova. Oh my god. John McGinn has... I can't believe John McGinn has a brace. I can't believe it. Oh my god. If we do all this to lose against Freiburg, it's going to kill me. If they give me all of this to lose against Freiburg, I may die. I can't lie. Oh, wow. Do Villa fans still think we're the favourites? Hashtag NFFC. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. The Forest fans are not happy. Outclassed, outfought, shite Forest. Oh, dear. A Forest fan put last week, this is our B team, Villa are going to get battered. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, Christ. This is why you don't chat shit before a game. It's literally why you don't chat shit before a game. They might have a goal here, though, Forest. Oh, no, it's a good save from Martinez. Can I just say as well, they fell apart with their captain on the pitch. They didn't start with him. 4 minutes at a time, guys. 4 minutes at a time. Oh, my God. I love that, Jack. There'll be people who don't get that, which is very sad. But if you're on Twitter, that's a cool one. I don't even think that's that niche. I just think you need to be on Twitter for it. Long ball forward for Forest again, plucked by Martinez again. I mean, I'm lost for words. Palace are in the final. They have beaten Shakhtar. Villa fans singing Istanbul, Istanbul, my lord, Istanbul. Istanbul, Istanbul, my lord, Istanbul. Mental. Absolutely mental. I think, did we sell the fact that we were shit? I can't even say that, because it's like Forest actually didn't believe it. It's almost like a double bluff, you know? It's like Forest didn't believe we were that shit, so they played defensive. I don't understand. I really don't get it. They really feared us today, and it just did not pay off. Absolutely mental. 2 minutes till the end of this game. I mean, it's been over since probably McGinn made it 3. McGinn, they made it 4 moments later. Man of the match, guys. Give me your Man of the Match awards. Buendia has the highest rating on there, but I wouldn't say it's him. It's got to be John. Surely it's no one else other than John, right? I know he didn't get our first or second, but he wrapped it up. In typical McGinn fashion, McGinn battled in midfield all game, played better passes than anyone in our midfield, even Tielemans, who I thought has had a very quiet game. today. It's got to be John, right? I can't even. I literally cannot imagine anyone other than McGinn. It's just too perfect. Look how much different we are with McGinn in the side. Oh man, we have watched so much shit recently. This you just got to breathe it in. Tielemans' twists and turns is not fouled. He does slip. He's gonna claim foul, but he does slip over. And the last minute of this second leg of Forest collapse. And Villa Park will be... I mean, it will be a party out there. A lot of these fans turned up 2-3 hours in advance. It's Igor Jesus. Good pass, actually. They might have a consolation. Oh, it's a great block, you know. Even Yates can't score in the 93rd minute as Ezri Konza flies into the tackle. Get Konza playing centre-back with Gahey for England. Get him playing... Look at this tackle when you're winning 4-0. Bruv, this man is genuinely unreal. We're winning 4-0 and he's throwing himself like that. Surely last kick of the game. Corner to Forest and it's going to go out of play for a goal kick to Aston Villa at the whole 10. That should be it. That should be it. We are moments away. And there it is! Aston Villa are going to Istanbul for the European Europa League final. I mean, we've known it for about 10 minutes, really, but that is it. Aston Villa, Arsenal, and Crystal Palace are all in European finals. We could get an English treble. How insane is that? We could get an English European treble of Arsenal, Villa, and Palace. Surely someone is insane enough to put a bet on that. Surely, right? Like, that is mental. That is mental. Unai Emery, his trophy is he has led another team to a final. He has won the majority of them. We won't talk about the Arsenal Chelsea one, but he's won the majority of them. Can you believe? I'm starting to believe. Oh my god. Guys, if you haven't already, for the final time, please double tap the screen. I will be live for... I will say, I'm going to be live for every game for the rest of the season now. 100%. I am just delighted. Vitor Pereira looks absolutely beside himself here. How much you putting on that bench? I would have to have a look at what the odds would be, because there's some sites will try and rob you for that, because I imagine Arsenal... I think Arsenal are heavy underdogs for that, but some sites might be a bit screwy and not give the odds it deserves, especially for all three. I think Palace have wrapped it up. Villa, you never know Villa, especially Villa. Like Jack said earlier, Villa away from Villa Park. It is a different game. It's a different ball game. It is a different ball game. I'm gonna have to look over at Freiburg. Has that finished? It has finished. It's Villa Freiburg. It is official. Aston Villa will play Freiburg in the final. Freiburg beat Braga by 3-1. Both the sides who lost the first leg have made it through the second leg. Villa in emphatic style. Freiburg beating a 10-man Braga as they had a red card within the first 5 minutes of the game. And I think very comfortably walked their way through. There was a consolation goal back for Braga, but it wasn't to be. 4-3 win for Freiburg on aggregate scoreline. Villa 4-1 in total. I mean, I genuinely can't think of a worse performance in a European semi-final from like any of the major tournaments, to be honest, in recent memory. Like, you know, you can say PSG Inter in the final, but for a semi-final, that's just shocking. That was genuinely shocking. But yeah, thank you all for being here. I am gonna have a drink. I can't have too much. I'm gonna have a drink there. I will have a drink. Thank you all for watching. Oh, the Villa will be on the final. On a real though, I will see what I can do. There is a small chance I make it to Istanbul. I feel like it's a bit late though. I feel like I'm gonna get robbed if I go and spend money now. But I'll do you guys. I'll have a look at the very least. I'll have a look.